Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our Farming Simulator 25 Start From Nothing Challenge. It is my pleasure to bring you May. It is very nice. We've got a couple things of kimchi finished by our processing or our packaging plant. A little thing of some of our canned parsnips off of our field. I've got a whole bunch of pallets of some planks, long planks, short planks, and the greenhouse is still doing quite a fair job for us as we continue to make some money. Now, in today's episode, we have some main things we need to accomplish today. Among those, we need to get some more lumber for the sawmill because that ran out between episodes. So lumber is a high priority for us. We need to get these pallets moved. Of course, these ones moved as well. And then there is a mowing and a weeding mission I want to take care of. So we're going to start right away. We need to get some lumber going. To do that, we're going to grab ourselves our John Deere 3650 here. We need to find the weight for it, which, if I remember properly, I left it over there in the... Yep, there it is, over there. So we're going to have to grab the weight, but we also need to grab the log forks, just in case. I don't actually think we're going to need the log forks, but they're going to be very, very helpful for us in case I do have an issue with getting a tree into the proper spot on the trailer. So I'm just going to take a little moment here. I'm going to get this thing all set up. We're going to take on the deadwood mission that is available for us, regardless of where it's actually located. And then I will see you over there. Look at these two beautiful deadwood trees right here in front of us. These are going to be actually very good candidates for us to be our take-home trees, as we like to... I mean, I don't think I've ever called them that, but that's pretty much what they are, is we back up to them. I do think I need to take a slightly more logical approach at this one. It sucks because we have these trees right next to us, and I want to actually let you guys see what I'm doing instead of just backing in randomly and saying, hey, look how I got here, isn't it so pretty? So let's just... I mean, that should drop in fairly nicely. Let's get just the maximum height here with the... maybe in here? Just want to make sure that no matter what happens... we do a good job of catching that. I was perpendicular until I did that. That was ridiculous. There we go. And we're gonna line it up decently. Looks about right. We're not too concerned with the general way of this. We just want to get it close to the trailer. Incredibly effective, actually. I'm shocked by that. But that being said, we do want to make sure we get this thing into the trailer farther. So let's just pull forward a little bit, get some extra height, as much as we can. That looks like it's everything we can do, and I'm not going to complain about that in the least. That is pretty good for our first tree. We're going to see if we can get around this without bouncing it off of that stump. Pretty close, but a main important piece is trying to get straight onto this so that we can use the tractor bucket to keep some height for ourselves. And how are we looking here? Successful again. There we go. That makes more sense. There is another dead one here too. We might as well continue to keep dropping them in as effectively as we can, especially while the getting's good. Get while the getting's good, as we like to remind ourselves. We want to try to keep this one from the crazy overhang. Somewhere in here should be good. I mean, that's absurd. Okay. I mean, one more, right? Get while the getting's good. Oh, we gotta get around that stump, though. The more we can get on this mission is the less we have to worry about getting in the future, so I am very willing, and let me reiterate that, very willing to continue if we keep having good candidates for this. We could try to back up to over there. Let's see if there's a spot that makes a lot of sense to... I mean, there's one right there. I cannot say I anticipated this to work this well, but I also am not going to say that I don't like it either, because it's a little atrocious, but this is going to cover our sawmill for a nice little chunk of time, so let's just keep going while we can. Let's see if this even falls into the truck. It falls into the truck. I'm going to chalk this up to being a highly successful mission. We definitely have some wiggling to do to get out of here, though. Because we are wide. And we're also going to go to the south, because I don't think we'll navigate if we go up north through the town. We definitely need to be sticking to some of the field access roads that are going to give us a little bit more space to the left and to the right, because we definitely need it. That being said, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, is that 7 trees? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 trees on this thing. That is great news. Usually it's about 2 per episode in terms of how long it lasts, so this should give us 3 episodes of not having to deal with it. And that just feels amazing, because it's kind of been a chore, which is actually why I didn't get it done last episode. It's just, I hate to do it every single time. So we're gonna get back to the sawmill here. We're gonna get these things dropped off. We're gonna see just how much it nets us in terms of total wood available. And then, once we've done all of that, we need to check out the for sale items in the shop today. 12,000 liters. That's amazing, considering we're also getting basically, I mean, it's basically a free $1,000 for taking their wood and working with it ourselves. So we get $1,000, and then we also get the materials to be able to work on this. It's a win-win for us. Now, we need to be looking at the for sale items, and as you can see, I did take a quick peek already. Took a peek already. There is of course, the tractor from last episode and the potato picker. Very cool piece of machinery, but look at this, the International CV series, and then there is of course a sprayer as well. The sprayer we could actually make some money with, but this truck, look at this thing. We could get ourselves the crew cab if we needed to. This entire truck is just beautiful. I would love it. I don't see it truly being able to help us. We could go for a tipper, could hold 3,500 liters. That could be helpful. Otherwise, box truck, I mean, I don't see this thing really being worth it unless we want to put a total of 40 grand into it, so we're going to have to pass on that, which means it's time to peek at the contracts today. There's a baling one, it's way down in the south there, not quite my cup of tea. Of course, mowing is always quick and easy, as well as weeding. So we're going to take on this mowing mission, mowing on field 92. We're going to grab the AgroStar here, Big Red, the 831 AgroStar. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece of machinery, and it looks like all of our mowing stuff is kind of boxed in. Not much we can do about that, though. Let's be honest. We haven't had to mow in quite a while. I wonder if we can just, like, clip our small weight out of the way here. You know what? That appears to be out of the weight. Out of the weight. That was unintentional. That was just a me misspeaking moment, but we can definitely get that flipped back upright with our front loader if need be. But we've got our mowing set up on the Big Red AgroStar. We're going to be heading south to mow a field. And mow we are going to do while we do one of our new segments from last time, Trump Talks. This time we're going to be talking about mowing. So with no further ado, there's just something about it. It's quite frankly one of those things that you have to do. You really have to do it. There's no way around it. You have to mow sometimes, and let me tell you, there's a great group of people I like to hire to do my mowing. I do it every time I hire them. I have the money to do it. It's okay, but they do such a phenomenal job. I haven't had to mow my lawn in a lot of years. It's been a lot of years. But at the same time, Donald Trump, I don't have that many lawns. I only have a lot of concrete, you know, skyscrapers there. Skyscrapers aren't made out of grass, and Trump has a lot of skyscrapers. He doesn't have a lot of grass, except for, of course, my beautiful golf course. I golf there quite often, really. It's gorgeous out there. I should bring you out there sometime. I really would. Just have to wear a suit, and also you have to be me. You have to be Donald Trump himself to get in there. It's so busy out there. It's, like I said, it's beautiful. But anyways, there's just something about this mowing thing. I kind of like it. I love the smell of fresh cut grass. It reminds me of money. I mowed lawns for my dad when I was a kid. He helped me start up my lawn mowing business when I was 11 years old with a small loan of $1,000, able to purchase me a very nice mower. I did like my push mower, but I said, "Daddy, let me get one of the big ones," and he said, "Okay, Trump, okay, I'll buy you a big mower as long as you promise me you're gonna marry somebody beautiful in your life. You have to." And let me tell you, Trump has married some beautiful woman. I kept up on that promise. I really did. I really did. But anyways, that's what the Trump thinks about lawn mowing. Okay, so I'm just gonna get this field mowed up here. We're gonna head back up to the farm. We need to pick up our weeder. There's a great weeding contract available for us. And then while we are taking on that weeding contract, we're gonna just swing by our field. And I want to see what the condition of that is in, if we need to get some weeding done on it. I don't anticipate that it's going to need, like, I feel like it's going to need the work. I don't anticipate being able to drive by and not do anything, I think is what I was trying to say. So we'll get the mowing done, we'll get the weeder out, and we're going to go check on our own field either before or after we take care of the weeding contract as well. Well, I wish I understood why my weeder is not working on this field specifically, but it's unfortunate because if I would have known it wouldn't have worked, I wouldn't have spent the money to put on the narrow tires to not damage our field. That being said, we can still fertilize it just fine. We just won't be able to keep the field weed-free. So I'm a little frustrated by that, but it's not something we can't deal with. Also, while we're on the note of talking, I'm sure you guys seen that golden apple that is right at, basically it's at the place where I put those tires on, right at the workshop there. That's the last one we want to collect. It's actually the first one we found, and it's going to be the last one we collect. So, no, I'm not that blind. It's just that we kind of just wanted to leave it there. Nice little emergency rainy day fund if I really make a bad mistake. But I don't anticipate that that's ever going to happen. So it's just our little tiny rainy day golden apple right there. So that's all that is. Nothing crazy, nothing special. That being said, I wish this weeder would have worked. I don't know, maybe it's too big. Maybe it's, I wish I knew why. Because it should have worked just fine. Maybe I didn't get on it early enough. Wish I knew. Wish I knew. So either way, unfortunate for this weeder. It's just gonna have to hang out here. But great news is we did get our 2 contracts done. Our mowing mission for $2,700 and our weeding one for just shy of $5,000 on that one. That was an amazing profit for us. And I am not going to complain about that in the least. Now, we do have a couple baling missions here. There's some square baling. I don't anticipate that one's a lot, but I just don't think it is up the alley of the things I'm hoping to accomplish today. I realized we could still get those weeds off that field. We have a sprayer. And not only that, but I do have a pallet of herbicide over here. We could, in theory, purchase the sprayer to increase our yield on our field. Because if we purchase the sprayer, we can also go in, I mean, we should be fertilizing our field regardless. Oh man. It's May. We have until July, I believe. August. Oh, so we can still make money this month of June, and the month of July. I feel a little bit more comfortable buying it. Ladies and gentlemen, we own ourselves a brand new sprayer. I'm excited for this. For 2 reasons. One reason being, we already have narrow wheels on this here AgroStar, and that's perfect because we can just throw the fertilizer spreader on. I mean, we're probably going to throw it on the... Oh man, what's going on with that? It has to be hooked up to from this side, so we probably need to get the John Deere out. I'm going to take a second. I'm going to get our fertilizer spreader out of here, and then we're also going to grab the brand new sprayer, and we're going to get them both hooked up on this AgroStar with plenty of usable stuff while we're over there. Just like that, we are all set up on this thing. Look at it. I really do love just like putting an implement I have no intention of using on the front, just to get it over there, because I know I'm going to switch it over to the back anyways, but it's kind of fun just to throw it on the back, fully knowing that it is not going, like, it's basically just acting as a counterweight until it's time to actually use it over here. Let's not turn this man into road paste. Very, very nice. So I'm actually really excited to use this sprayer. We haven't used one since we leased one early on and got screwed over because of a deal where we basically we took on a mission that was no longer within the correct month and we were unable to spray properly. So we did get kind of screwed over early on in this series. I want to say it was within the first 10 episodes. And this is a time, like, this was one of the first times we sprayed since. So I'm excited about it, a little concerned about it, but we're within season. There's really not much that can go wrong. I am kind of curious if we can fertilize and spray at the same time, but it's going to be way more efficient to just run the sprayer, down and back once or twice, whatever it is it takes, and then do the fertilizer. So we're going to make a little, I don't know, I'm going to call it a little tiny Taj maybe, of just taking care of our field up here. Because we do need to get at least a pass with the sprayer and at least a full pass with the fertilizer spreader. So let's do it. It is very possible we missed just the farthest road to the north there. Just because I didn't want to make a full pass when the minimum amount we can put on is like 10 meters wide. So it's like I don't want to make one pass for one row. Didn't make a lot of sense to me, so we just figured we would save the fertilizer cost and we can bring our brand new sprayer and fertilizer spreader back to the farm. So let's get over there. Okay, our field is now 100% ready to go, at least until next month when we might need to get another round of fertilizer on it. But as of right now, it is looking beautiful. And that means it's time for us to consider maybe a contract, or maybe we call it an episode, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy the content, please remember to like, comment, and or subscribe if you're really feeling it. It helps me feel a lot better about what I'm doing here. But either way, please enjoy the rest of your days and nights to the best of your ability. Other than that, take care.